I be allowed to come back into the court so I can see everything?
You have earned your right to come back, sir. I mean, I can bring you back if you want to finish your questioning here.
I do.
All right, we'll take a short break for you to do that. All right, I'll have to excuse the jury for a moment. We'll be in recess as far as the cameras are concerned for that.
I think there may have been some misunderstanding on the nature of this statement in question. This witness provided a statement to a police detective who then wrote a police report summarizing the statement. So the proper method at this point for the defendant would be to confront her by orally quoting from that, asking if she said or didn't say these things. To show her this statement we're not refreshing her recollection. She didn't write this.
I see. So I didn't know that, but that certainly makes a lot of sense. Mr. Brooks, did you hear what Attorney Wichel just said about the procedure?
Is it a way to verify that is in fact procedure? Just to be clear for the record. Can we verify it?
I had referenced earlier that I thought you were trying, we might be showing her the statement to help refresh her recollection, but I don't have any of the statements in front of me, and I wasn't aware that it's the police report that may be referenced as written by someone other than this witness. She wrote a statement apparently, but the police report is a summary of her statement. So
how that kind of makes it problematic, though. You could probably see what I'm getting at, Your Honor, by if it's a summary of what she said.
Do you have the statement do you have a written statement of hers?
Yes, I'm trying to get back to it. You know, I got a lot of stuff coming over here.
I know.
Once he finds the statement, I suggest that Mr. Brooks read directly from the statement the portions that he's asking the witness about and ask her if she did or didn't say those things he's reading.
Does the state have it available to put on the monitor if he's having difficulty finding his copy?
Sure.
Let's do that, please.
What was that? I missed that last part, I'm sorry.
It'll be on the monitor in front of you. Oh, we can, yeah, there you go. If you can't find, this is this.
Oh, there's a little.
Up. Bottom of page 2. Oh, there, right there, in summary.
Why don't you read that to yourself and see if that helps you formulate a question. You need to scroll down a little bit.
Yeah. All right. That's all I need.
Okay. Do you want any part of this shown to the witness?
Yeah. I want to go to that top part that I read first.
Oh, actually, I think we were talking about he doesn't need to refresh. I don't think it's been established he would need to refresh her recollection yet. She's testified from her memory. So you can use what's in this statement, sir, to formulate questions on cross-examination. And you can use leading questions. So at this point, I don't need to show it to her, but you can ask questions. We'll bring the jury back out and you can continue.
Would this be left up for me to see, though? Wow.
We can leave it up.
We can leave it up.
Okay.
Is the part that's up sufficient, or do you need to scroll up? Does the state need to scroll up a little bit for you?
I would only need this part that's on my screen now.
Okay.
And then you whoever's strolling, stroll down a little bit past that to the second part. Up.
How about that? You should be able to see both parts now. Starts with in summary near the top.
Yeah.
And then that's page 2 of 5, and then down below, presumably it says 3 of 5, but I'd like to bring the jury out, so let me know when you're ready.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, let's have the jury brought back in. Mr. Brooks, you're doing a good job at
I'm
coming up with questions and
attempting.
following the process, and I appreciate you asking to come back over here.
Hot.
All right, thank you, everyone. Please be seated. All right. Mr. Brooks, when you're ready, please continue with your cross-exam.
Okay. I'm gonna give everybody time to settle back in for a few seconds.
Okay.
So, Miss, is it Runkel?
It is.
You stated earlier that when you were hanging out with Erica at the park that you were drinking, right?
I did.
And you also stated that you guys separated and you went to go hang out with someone else.
With Nick, yes.
With Nick. You did state that Nick wasn't drinking, right?
Yes.
So I want to ask, earlier when I asked, I think you were asked by Attorney Whitchild if you heard any yelling or anything being yelled at Erica, or I'll forget how you phrased the question, but did you hear any yelling or anything directed towards you guys? And do you remember what you said?
I heard that you were yelling at Erica, telling her to get in the car, and that you were gonna kill her. That was you were gonna kill her was after the fact that you headed out, but that's probably not what you're asking. The fact of you were yelling at her, telling her to get in the car, was the time when you were around. Brooks was around.
Brooks or you? You said you, and then you said Brooks. But you did state that you had never seen Brooks before November 21st of 2021. Would that be fair to say?
Right.
And you also did say that you had only heard of him through Erica, correct?
Right.
At any time, did you ever observe any phone conversations or interactions between Erica and Brooks?
I'm not allowed to answer that.
He's just asking you whether you have, not the content of any of those.
I have.
Would it be fair to say that you knew a lot of details about their relationship? Would that be fair to say?
I did.
What specifically did you know before November 21st, 2021?
Mr. Brooks, I'm sure you want to ask that question. Think about some of the pretrial rulings I've made.
Let me rephrase that.
Okay, good idea.
I'm sorry, I'm new. So, in your statement that I'm looking at right here on the screen, it says, it is Runkle, right?
Yes.
I don't want to mispronounce your name. It says, Runkle further stated that she heard Brooks telling Erica he was going to smash her face in and that he was going to kill her.
Yes.
I'm
sorry.
Is that what you heard?
Yes.
So you didn't hear what you just testified to hearing?
No.
Or did you hear what I just read to you?
I heard that after you were leaving.
After?
Not that, what you just read. I heard that after you were leaving.
You do know that this is your statement that I'm reading from, right?
I do.
We've established that, and this is argumentative.
Sustained. Rephrase.
I'm trying to figure out which one did you hear.
Objection. Vague.
Did you hear the I'm going to smash your face in, or did you hear what you previously said?
Well, I heard when you were sitting there arguing with her, I heard that.
Who is the you you're referring to?
Oh, I'm sorry. Brooks said that when he was arguing with Erica.
And you claim that it says right here, but through knowing Patterson, she did know that Brooks was Erica Patterson's boyfriend. Did she ever tell you that Brooks was her boyfriend?
She said she said Brooks was her ex.
I'm a little confused by the statement and then the testimony right now.
Objection. That's not a question.
Sustained. Mr. Brooks, you need to formulate a question for the witness.
Did you ever hear, now this is coming from your statement, Runkle stated that after a short dispute between her, Kirby, I guess that would be referring to Nick.
Yes.
After a short dispute between her, Kirby, and Brooks, she saw Brooks get back into the red SUV and heard him saying something to the effect of, I don't swear, so F you, effing bees, you're dead. Did you at any time hear anything like that?
Yes.
So when you just testified, why did that part of your statement never come up? Why did you never say that?
Because it probably wasn't brought up at that time, but it's in my memory.
So what all exactly did you hear?
I heard what you were saying.
You heard you say at this time? Like, the question's not clear to you. Like, what time frame? Who are we talking about?
When, because in the video it's clear that.
Hold on, go back to your question. I didn't mean for you to not ask it. I just want to make sure I understand specifically who you're asking this witness about statements that were made.
I'm asking about who she said was the individual driving the vehicle.
Well, it's different than what you just asked. So if you want to change and go to that, that's fine.
You just clarified it a little bit. So what exactly did you hear coming from the individual who was driving the vehicle?
I'm sorry, can we just clarify at what point we're talking about?
Exactly.
At the point that I guess I would refer back to the video at that point that we saw on the video.
So what point of the video? There's lots of points. It was many minutes long.
Roughly, I'm not sure, I think it was
Can you describe what part of the video you want?
the part of the video when that she testified to, where she said she had the green gloves, and
So
she was
in the beginning of the video?
No, it was like towards the middle. She was standing in the street, and she said she had the green gloves because I think somebody asked her which one was she,
Right.
and she
I
said
remember
the
that.
one with the green gloves.
I remember that.
At that point, did you observe anything being said out of said vehicle? Did you hear anything being yelled or screamed or anything like that at that point?
Well, before I showed up, I heard yelling.
You heard yelling before you showed up.
Yeah, because like before I showed up into the video.
So how far were you down the street that you were able to hear what was being said?
Objection.
Not.
Calls for effect, not in evidence. She didn't say what she heard. She didn't say she could understand what was said.
She can answer the question. I'm going to overrule it. I understand what the state is saying, but I think he's trying to establish where she was at that point in time. So go ahead and answer.
No, okay. I was right where you pulled up the second time.
Are you sure you know what I was asking?
It was not entirely clear to maybe all of us, but I was trying to give you some leeway. So
I knew you understood where I was going with that. Were you at a, let me say it like this, were you at a distance before you came into that video? Like approximately how far away were you from the vehicle and from Erica before you heard anything being yelled or screamed, as you said?
I was at a distance.
So would it be fair to say that it would be hard to hear the conversation that was being had?
Not really. Brooks was yelling pretty loud.
So you were able to hear the gist of the conversation from the distance that you were at?
Yes.
Even with a parade going on and a street full of people, you were able to hear from a distance, which you just said you were at a distance, you were able to hear the gist of the conversation.
The parade was nowhere close.
answer the question. Were you able to hear?
Oh, yes, sorry.
You were able to hear, even testifying that you were drinking vodka.
Yes.
What else did you hear?
At what point and by whom?
At the same point, what did you hear from Erica at that point?
I don't remember.
But you remember hearing something from the driver of the vehicle who was inside of the car.
Yep.
But you don't remember what you heard from Erica, who was outside of the car and would be more easier to hear.
Okay. Thank you for being specific at that. I remember Erica sitting there telling me that she wanted to go.
So she was telling you that from you being at a distance?
No, she was right next to me. That was when she was walking towards. She said, "Come on, let's go."
At what point was that? Because you just testified that you were at a distance.
Objection, argumentative. I'm also going to object to the manner in which this defendant is asking this witness these questions. He's intentionally misleading her. He's trying to confuse her.
Mr. Brooks, the purpose of cross-examination is to ask questions that are relevant, test her credibility, other things like that. It gets to be a little confusing, at times maybe a little argumentative. I don't have all the reports in front of me, so I can't say whether it's misleading or not. But ask a direct question. You're able to ask leading questions so that she can answer directly. Be as specific as you can, time, place, circumstances. It's helpful for all.
I mean, the video is very clear that.
But you can't testify right now, right? You can't make an argument about the video. So your opinion about it right now, that's not appropriate.
I want to.
Keep going. For the record, the objection was sustained.
You made a reference to being, a reference to chesting up with the driver of the vehicle. What was said at that point between you and who you were chesting up with?
Well, I'm not going to go back to that, but I was sitting there saying that you shouldn't be hitting a woman. No, Brooks should not be hitting a woman. And Brooks was saying that Erica Patterson is not a woman.
Are you sure that's what you heard? At that moment when you were chesting up, in your words?
Yes.
You're sure that's what you heard?
Yes.
What then happened from that point?
Then we started brawling it out. Oh, me and Brooks started brawling it out.
What do you mean by brawling it out?
No, threw a couple punches. I threw a punch. Brooks smacked me.
So did you put that in the report that you made, or the summary of the report that you gave to, I think it was Attorney Wichau said, a detective?
Objection, there's no evidence. This witness prepared a report or a summary.
Sustained.
Did you report that in your report?
It's something that's in my memory, but I hope I did.
Would it be fair to say that if you had just brawled with someone and talked to a detective that you would report it? Would that be fair to say?
Can you say that again?
Would it be fair to say that if you had just had a brawl with someone and you talked to police directly after the brawl that you would report it? Would that be fair to say?
Okay. I know you're asking a question, but.
Hold on, you need to ask. You do need to ask.
Okay.
You do need to answer his question. It called for a yes or no answer.
Okay, it's not in the report. I specifically said.
Well, that's not a question, though. Okay,
I'm sorry.
so that's okay. Ask your next question.
Would it be fair to say by the video footage that there was no brawl or punches thrown by either party? Would that be fair to say?
There was.
Can we show the witness the video again?
Are you asking her whether the video shows a brawl?
Would it be fair to say that the video shows a brawl in which you just said that punches were thrown? That'd be fair to say.
Okay, so what's a brawl to you?
You can't.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I know.
Okay,
I think hold on, Mr. Brooks, are you trying to ask whether are you going to confirm with her that she saw the video, and then on that video, you cannot see a brawl between her and Mr. Brooks? Is that what you're trying to get at?
A version of that, yes, but I was
You
gonna
gotta ask the questions
I
though
was
to
gonna
get to
say,
that.
can the video be shown to her again?
Ask your questions, sir.
In the video that you saw, would it be fair to say that a brawl was not depicted on that video? Would that be fair to say?
I don't know big words. What's depicted?
Can you see it in the video? Is that what you mean?
Yes.
That's what I mean.
Yes, I could see it.
You could see the brawl?
Yeah, I don't. I say it's a brawl. It's just a couple. It's just like a push. It looks like a push, but it was a smack. And I got up, and yeah.
You got up, so you.
I got up and swung.
You were knocked to the ground.
No,
So where did you get up from?
from being pushed and smacked.
So you fell to the ground.
I didn't fall to the ground.
Sustained. Next question, sir.
So would it be fair to say that in the video it shows you being knocked to the ground?
I was not knocked to the ground. I staggered back.
Would it be? I got kind of thrown off for a second.
You and me both.
I,
People need to make sure their phones and other electronics are not audible.
would it be fair to say that the video does not show you being knocked to the ground at any point? Would that be a fair assessment?
So I'll object to relevance because the witness never testified that she was knocked to the ground. So this is not a question aimed at her credibility.
She just said she got knocked to the ground.
She did not.
She.
She said she got up. I'm sorry. She said she got up, which would constitute being, if you're not knocked to the ground or down,
War
you can't
words
get up.
here, Mr. Brooks.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. No, she was clear. I think she clarified what it meant by getting up, and it might mean something different to you than it does to her. But we need to keep going.
So can I ask what is getting up? What does getting up mean to you?
Stagger back.
So it would be fair to ask you then, does the video show you staggering back?
It does.
Does it show you being, as you called it, smacked?
It does.
Can we show her the video again?
Go ahead. Play the video. You want it to the jury or to her?
To her.
All
I would
right.
ask that we publish it.
I think it's an exhibit, sir, and let's publish it. Okay.
Your Honor, would it be too much to ask if we went straight to that part of the video?
I don't know what part it is. I don't have the timestamp.
I'm guessing this might be it right here.
It's coming up.
Let's just watch, and then we'll ask questions. You'll ask questions when we're done watching.
So we're playing from 3 minutes and 9 seconds on Exhibit 3.
You can stop. That's
All right. What's the time for the stopping of the video, please?
3 minutes and 47 seconds.
All right. Your question for her then, based on that?
My question would be, you just viewed the video again. That'd be fair to say.
I did.
At any time in that video, Were you in fact smacked and staggered back?
Can I tell the exact time?
If you know, yes, go ahead.
At 3:23.
Can we see 323?
Go ahead. We'll start it a little bit before, so make sure to capture it. You should be able to see the time.
24.
Okay.
So we went from about 319 to 327.
Thank you. Your question regarding the video, sir?
My question again would be the same question. You just saw it again. In the portion of the video you just saw, would it be fair to say, on your part, your interpretation, that you were in fact smacked and staggered back?
Yes.
Next question.
Are you sure you weren't over exaggerating that?
No.
It looked like a push.
Objection argumentative.
Sustained.
Would you say again what happened directly after that?
Directly after the smack,
Directly after what you say is a smack?
staggered back.
No, directly after that whole incident.
I call it get up, but I came back and swung.
Would it be fair to say that the video doesn't show any of that you just said? Would that be fair?
It shows it somewhere.
So would it be fair that you're saying your interpretation of what you just saw would constitute a brawl, as you say, or brawling it out, as you say?
Hold on, Ms. Brooks. I've given you a lot of leeway on this topic. What's the relevance of all of this at this point? I think you made your point about what happened and what didn't, and what's in the video and what's not, and the jury can ultimately decide that. You can argue it later on to the jury.
I'm sorry, I thought this state
Where are we going?
was supposed to object to that. If they saw an objection, I'm a little confused about that.
I need the questioning to kind of circle back to what's relevant for the trial.
Well, I thought it was relevant because of what the video is actually depicting.
And that video is going to speak for itself. It's been an exhibit.
Yes, it
And
does.
so you've asked a lot of questions about it. So let's move on. Under 906.11, that's my authority. I'm telling you to move forward. Next line of
Did you
questioning.
hear anything after the, as you say, brawling out? Did you hear anything coming from the vehicle? Was anything said to you directly coming from the vehicle at that point?
Do you understand the question?
Would it be after you leave? Oh wait, Brooks leaves? Or when
I was
Brooks gets
clearing
in?
what I just asked after the brawling it out.
But you asked directed at her, and then you said anything from the vehicle. So that's a compound question. So you need to be specific.
Did you hear anything after the brawling it out, as you say? Did you hear anything directed towards you?
Directed towards me? No.
Did you hear anything directed towards Nick?
I remember something being said.
Do you recall what was said?
I do not.
Did you hear anything directed towards Erica?
Yes.
What did you hear directed towards Erica?
At what time?
Right after the brawling it out, as you say. Did you hear anything directed specifically towards Erica?
Not till he left. No, not till Brooks left.
Would you say that again?
Not till Brooks left.
So, did you or did you not hear anything directed towards Erica after the brawling it out, as you say?
Oh, okay, no.
So, can we pull that statement up again?
Go ahead. The state would do that once again. Just to the preview.
I'm reading directly from the statement where it says,
Mr. Brooks, it may or may not be a statement, so you need to be accurate. I know you're referring to
the
a police report.
The summary of the statement. I'm reading directly from the summary of the statement where it says, Runkle stated that after a short dispute between her, Kirby, and Brooks, she saw Brooks get back into the red SUV and heard him saying something to the effect of F you effing bees, you're dead, as he was leaving.
So I'll object on 2 grounds. 1, asked and answered, and 2, this could confuse the witness because it's not, she used the F and the B.
Sustained.
It was something on the back end of that I didn't get to.
I'm not sure what you mean by that, sir, but you've already asked that question before, so the objection is sustained.
I actually don't recall asking a question directly to that part of the summary.
I do. You read through that previously.
Do you remember what the question was so that I don't re-ask the same question?
Mr. Brooks, move on.
Did you ever hear something to the effect of F you effing bees, you're dead?
I did.
At what point did you hear that?
While Brooks was leaving.
So that would it be fair to say that you heard that after the brawling it out?
You shook your head. Can you say
yes?
Thank you.
That's a little confusing. So,
Mr. Brooks, that's not a question. You're attempting to
I'm
testify.
about to ask a question.
You
If I
can't
can
do
get
that.
to it.
Ask your question. But you also can't mischaracterize the testimony or the evidence up to this point.
What do you mean?
In your questions, you can't mischaracterize prior testimony or evidence. You have to be accurate. So
I'm trying to be, but it's
what's your next question, sir?
kind of hard. Just a quick second.
Right, unless you have a different topic.
It is.
Anything related to this, what's in the summary, the questions regarding what she heard or didn't hear around this time, we've gone through that. You've gone through it. Under 906.11, you need to move on and ask a new line of questions.
I was trying to, if I can get to it.
Go ahead.
This part of the summary that I'm looking at now says Runkle stated that she did see pictures of Brooks following the Christmas parade incident via social media, and Runkle confirmed that was Brooks I don't know, it looks kind of, I don't know if that's a mark on my screen that's going through, okay. I couldn't read it.
I'll object. I don't think there was a question there.
Right.
I didn't get to it yet.
Well, then I'll object to the ongoing commentary with lack of any questioning.
And I'll sustain that objection.
I do have a question. I do have a question. Um, you said that you had known Erica roughly since you were rooming up at the women's shelter. Would that be fair to say?
Yes.
Um, do you have any idea why she would refer to you as Corey Gray?
Because I go by that.
So how well or how close were you, would you say you guys were?
Close.
Close like hung out all the time, every day?
Yes.
Um,
Hung out every day. Sorry.
and do you know of any time before November the 21st of 2021? Do you know of any time before that Erica mentioned to you anything about the relationship that she had with Brooks outside of what you learned that day?
Can you say that again?
At any time before November 21st of 2021, did Erica ever confide any information to you before that day?
She did.
What was the nature of the information?
It's not allowed to be brought up.
I think she's referring to a pretrial ruling that she's aware of.
Yep.
So, you want to rethink asking that question, sir? Otherwise, I'm going to allow her to answer it.
What pretrial?
I'm not going to state.
No,
that
I'm not.
right now.
Are we both privy to the same pretrial procedure?
There was a pretrial ruling about.
Do you want her to answer that question, or do you want to move on?
I want to move on.
All right, I'll strike that question from the record. The jury will disregard the question that was asked.
So I want to ask, was there any, during the brawling out point, was there any interaction between the driver of the vehicle and Nick?
There was.
Do you remember what the nature of that interaction or exchange was between those two?
I don't know. I just remember jumping in front.
Do you recall any threats being made towards Nick or from Nick towards the driver of the vehicle?
Oh, I do.
Relevance.
Overruled. She may answer.
I do.
Do you remember what was said specifically?
Not specifically, but I remember Brooks getting mad because Nick was coming to Erica's rescue. Right along with Corey. Me.
Do you recall any knife being involved in any of that situation
No
during
knife.
that exchange whatsoever?
No knife.
Were you aware that was why police was responding to that incident?
I did not.
Did you at any time have a knife during that incident?
I did not.
Do you know if Nick had a knife during that incident?
He did not.
Do you know if Erica had a knife Do you know if Erica had a knife during that incident?
She did not.
as far as your memory, do you recall reporting that a knife was involved in that incident?
I do not.
Do you recall if Nick reported a knife being involved in that incident?
It's possible.
Do you recall Erica reporting that a knife was involved in that incident?
I do not.
You testified to drinking a half pint of vodka that day. Was that the only thing you had to drink that day?
Yes.
Would it be fair to say that you were tipsy?
Yes.
Would it be fair to say that you may even have been intoxicated?
No.
For any reason, that day, acknowledging that you were drinking, would that have impaired your thinking of the situation in any way?
No.
So would it be fair to say that you were of clear and sober mind during that whole incident after drinking a half pint of vodka?
Yes.
So there, to the best of your memory, there wouldn't be any reason why you may have left something out or maybe not been clear about anything that happened during that specific incident?
Possibly left some things out.
Do you remember what they might have been?
No.
Do you know the plaintiff?
Objection. For previous reasons.
Sustained.
Have you ever seen the plaintiff?
Objection.
Sustained.
Have you ever had any interaction with the plaintiff?
Objection.
Sustained.
And no further questions, Your Honor.
Thank you. Any redirect?
Very, very briefly, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
Ms. Runkle, you met with Detective David Van Els to provide a statement on November 22nd of 2021. Do you remember that?
Yes.
That's accurate?
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember telling Detective Van Els, when he was asking you about this incident, that when you arrived you heard Darrell Brooks telling Erica Patterson that he was going to, quote, smash her face in and that he was going to kill her, end quote?
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember telling Detective Van Els that as you saw Brooks get back into the red SUV, you heard him say something to the effect of, quote, fuck you, fucking bitches, you're dead, end quote?
I do.
Okay. During your cross-examination, you repeatedly referred to a person as Brooks. The person depicted in the video, Exhibit 3, the person that you chested up to, is that person in the courtroom?
He is.
Can you point him out for us and just very clearly tell us where he's sitting, what he's wearing?
You want me to point?
Yes, please.
All right, he's right there and he's wearing orange.
I'd ask the record reflect that the witness has identified the defendant.
It will.
And I have no further questions. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. You may step down. All right, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, this will be an excellent stopping point for us this evening. Thank you for your patience this evening. I do need to go through one instruction with you. Do not begin your deliberations and discussion of the case until all the evidence is presented and I have instructed you on the law. Do not discuss this case among yourselves or with anyone else until your final deliberations in the jury room. This order is not limited to face-to-face conversations. It also extends to all forms of electronic communications. Do not use any electronic devices such as a mobile phone or computer, text or instant messaging or social networking sites to send or receive any information about this case or your experience as a juror. If you come in contact with the parties, lawyers, interpreters, or witnesses, do not speak with them. For their part, the parties, lawyers, interpreters, interpreters and witnesses will not contact or speak with the jurors. Do not listen to any conversation about this case. Do not research any information that you personally think might be helpful to you in understanding the issues presented. Do not investigate this case on your own or visit the scene, either in person or by any electronic means. Do not read any newspaper reports or listen to any news reports on radio, television, over the internet, or any other electronic application or tool about this trial. Do not consult dictionaries, computers, electronic applications, social media, the internet, or other reference materials for additional information. Do not seek information regarding the public records of any party or witness in this case. Any information you obtain outside the courtroom could be misleading, inaccurate, or incomplete. Relying on this information is unfair because the parties would not have the opportunity to refute, explain, or correct it. Do not communicate with anyone about this trial or your experience as a juror while you are serving on this jury. Do not use a computer, cell phone, or other electronic device, including personal wearable electronics, application, or tools with communication capabilities to share any information about this case. For example, do not communicate by telephone, blog post, email, text message, instant message, social media post, or in any other way on or off the computer. Do not permit anyone to communicate with you about this matter, either in person, electronically, or by any other means. If anyone does so despite your telling them not to, you should report that to me. I appreciate that it is tempting when you go home in the evening to discuss this case with another member of your household, but you may not do so. This case must be decided by you, the jurors, based on the evidence presented in the courtroom. People not serving on this jury have not heard the evidence, and it is improper for them to influence your deliberations and decision in this case. After the trial is completed, you are free to communicate with anyone in any manner. These rules are intended to assure that jurors remain impartial throughout the trial. If any juror has any reason to believe that another juror has violated these rules, you should report that to me. If jurors do not comply with these rules, it could result in a new trial involving additional time and significant expense to the parties and the taxpayers. You are to decide the case solely on the evidence offered and received at trial. With that, you are excused. I will provide information to Pete and Mike shortly as to what time we will start back up tomorrow. Thank you. All rise for the jurors. Mr. Brooks, I want to commend you for a couple of things. Number one, asking to come back into the courtroom. I really appreciate that. I appreciate you being here. I think it runs much smoother when you are here, assuming you follow all the rules, which you have done a very good job at this afternoon. I also want to commend you on cooperating with the process even before you were brought over here. You were respectful. But you also made appropriate objections. You asked questions on cross-examination. Despite not wanting to unmask at first, you did do that, and I appreciate that. You asked some cogent, relevant questions, some of which went directly to the credibility of the witness. I would add, you might not always artfully ask the questions, but I think you're making some solid points. I would encourage you to keep prepping, to have questions written out based on the materials that you have. I really appreciate that you came back over and that you've been following the rules. I also want to encourage you, sir, to, if you choose, to wear your suit or other street clothes. It is your choice. I will let you make that choice. But I encourage you to consider that. I don't think there's anything we need to address other than perhaps timing. We went a little bit late here tonight, so I think I'm going to have the jurors report. I tell them we're going to bring them into the courtroom at 9. That usually means a little bit earlier with their protocol. We'll still start at 8:30 to address any housekeeping items at that point in time. Is there anything the state wants to address right now, or any record you want to make?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Mr. Brooks, anything you want to address right now, or any record you want to make?
No, just thank you for giving me a chance to come back in, and I appreciate what you said.
It works well when you're here, sir. I hope we continue this.
Something very, very quick. I was waiting for my COVID results to come back before I feel comfortable getting back dressed up. So I kind of just prefer to just stay in the orange right now.
All right, that's your choice.
They said I should be having the results hopefully by the time I get back. I might know some. If not, I'll know some tomorrow morning. So that would be a big influence on.
Okay, fair enough. The other thing is I had not been utilizing an all rise. Sometimes you stand, sometimes you don't. It is something I'd like to go back to, especially as it relates to the jurors. It's out of respect for them. So I will be doing an all rise for when the jurors enter and exit. And just given some of our logistics, I am not looking for an all rise for when I enter at all. So my bailiffs are aware of that. But that's it for today. Good night, everyone. We'll see everyone at 8:30 tomorrow morning.